Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Reed, and this is Tips and Tricks with ProPricer. We'll cover useful tips and tricks in ProPricer that will help you leverage your time better and get things priced. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to some new improvements made to material consolidation in version 9.3.108 of ProPricer. As a reminder, material consolidation is a process that recalculates the cost sources for materials in a proposal based on specific rules that you determine. This allows for the most accurate base unit cost to be used for each part or assembly based on the rules that are defined. In version 9.3.108, there are three major changes added to the material consolidation. The first major change is the consolidation rule sets. With these rule sets, you no longer need to adjust the consolidation rules prior to every cost consolidation process. Now you can simply select the set of rules that you'd like to use for the consolidation and run it once. Each rule in the set will be applied consecutively. There is almost no limit to the number of rules that can be created in a consolidation rule set. Also, consolidation rules exist as global data, so they can be reused in any proposal in ProPricer. The second change is the ability to set maximum age of quotes or purchase orders that will be used in the consolidation. For example, you could define a rule to only use quote purchase orders that are 6 months old. The third major change to material consolidation is that you now have the ability to consolidate materials based on a summary field. This means the consolidation will use the total quantity of the material assigned to tasks with the same summary field. This gives you an extra level of filtering to separate different consolidation processes in the same proposal. Let's begin by viewing material consolidation rule sets in ProPricer. To open them, just click the Setup ribbon, then click the Consolidation Rule Sets button right up here. The rule sets will then open in the workspace. As you can see, I have two rule sets here. One rule is based on quote information, and another rule is based on purchase order information. I will now select the set of rules that I would like to view. Then, down here in the bottom grid, each rule can be changed based on your needs for the consolidation. Before I continue, I want to point out an enhancement made to the rules themselves. We've added this column called Max Months Since to determine how far back in time the rule will look for purchase order or quotes. To use it, simply enter the number of months in here. Say I want to pull cost information from quotes that are 6 months old or newer. I would just enter 6 in this column. The end of this time period is the end date of the quote or purchase order. Then, to consolidate a proposal's material costs using this set, I will select the proposal in the navigation pane. In the proposal ribbon, I will click the Consolidate Material button. If you are familiar with consolidating materials, you may notice a few extra fields in the Consolidate Material dialog window. I will come back to these new fields, but for now, I will focus on the Rule Set field. So, using this drop-down menu, I will select my purchase order rule set. Then, I will click Process. Notice that all my cost sources have changed. This is because I don't have any quotes in this database that are newer than 6 months old. So the rule doesn't apply, and the consolidation uses the second rule in the rule set as displayed here. If you want to see the log file from these consolidation changes, click the View Log File button to verify that the new costs which were brought in are correct. Now, let's say you decide to run the consolidation differently. Using the same dialog window as before, I can select the proper rule set. This time, instead of using the purchase order rule set, I will select the quote rule set. Then I'll click Process. The material costs are now consolidated based on the cost source information from quotes instead of purchase orders. Notice how many of the base units have changed slightly? Next, let's talk about the third major change, the ability to consolidate by summary field. A good example to show the effectiveness of this feature is to use it on a proposal with tasks broken out by lot quantity summary field. This way, I can run the consolidation based on the quantities selected by the summary field rather than the quantities of the entire proposal. To run the consolidation, I will follow the same steps as before. After I open the dialog window, I will select the quote rule set. Then I will select the summary field that I want to apply the consolidation to. I will use the lot quantity summary field and then click Process. Let's view the log file to see how the costs were consolidated. Here, I can easily see how each part's cost is calculated multiple times due to the consolidation being ran by summary field. To summarize this episode, I covered some new features and enhancements for material cost consolidations. These updates are available in ProPricer version 93108. They include consolidation rule sets, setting an age limit for cost sources, and consolidating by a summary field. Consolidation rule sets allow you to create a library of predefined consolidation rule sets to pick from every time a consolidation is run. You also have the ability to set a maximum age of the quotes or purchase orders used in the consolidation. Lastly, you can consolidate the materials that are assigned to a specific summary field using the summary field option in the Consolidate Material dialog box. All three of these updates make the material consolidation process more efficient and accurate than ever, potentially saving you a lot of time. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please share it with your colleagues who use ProPricer. If you have any questions about ProPricer, or maybe even have some tips and tricks of your own, please email us directly. Who knows? Your tip might just end up in our next video. Again, my name is Andrew Reed, and as always, thank you for watching.